Good evening and welcome to our first broadcast of Mason Cable News. I am Kyland Adams.
And I'm Ariel Thornhill.
Ariel, how's your semester been so far?
It's been going pretty well. Interesting, so to speak. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, so the nation is gearing up for the elections with various political debates these past few weeks. The MSNBC Democratic debate was on February 4th, 2016 at the University of New Hampshire, with the main topics being the candidate's allegiance to the party, the future of Wall Street capital punishment, foreign policy agendas, health care, and high prices of prescription drugs and campaign finance reform. Along with the debates, the New Hampshire primary results are in, with Donald Trump for the Republican Party and Bernie Sanders for the Democratic Party.
In April of 2014, Flint, Michigan's government switched water suppliers, resulting in the level of lead increasing in people showing signs of possible neurological damage. In some cases, the water has been so poisoned by lead that it is qualified as toxic waste. Due to this, a top investigator, Todd Flood, announced on Tuesday that if officials are found to have been grossly negligent, they could face charges as serious as manslaughter. Today, Michigan Governor Snyder will propose an additional $195 million in state spending to address the city's emergency, including $25 million to replace the lead-contaminated pipes. There will also be a hearing on Flint's water crisis in the next few days.
This week is Creative Careers Industry Week. All week long, there will be workshops and events hosted by Career Services. Learn how to get connected with employers, get tips on landing a job with internships, win opportunities, and success in your desired industry. In order to learn more about these workshops, please visit getconnected.gmu.edu.
Stay tuned because right after this commercial break, we'll have some tips on Valentine's Day gifts.
Y'all need to get this. Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Have you gotten something sweet for your Valentine? Well, if not, here are a few gifts you can't go wrong with giving. An indoor picnic. Skip the restaurant scene and grab your partner's favorite snack and spread out the blanket. A comedy show. Laughter is contagious. Head to the nearest comedy club for an off-the-grid Valentine's Day experience. And lastly, make a collage of all your favorite memories together. Nothing can beat a little blast from the past.
In honor of Black History Month, Black Student Alliance has created various events in order to honor and celebrate Black African Americans in their events in American history. In order to find out more about these events, you can follow BSA on Twitter and Instagram at BSA_GMU.
It's that time again, housing selection. Housing selection consists of 5 basic steps. Submit your application, grouping, where you want to live, select your housing, and pay for your housing deposit. The first step to housing selection was due by February 5th. Grouping began today at 10 a.m. and continues until the 14th. Please check to see your emails to make sure that you look at eLiving account for important information.
Here at George Mason University, researchers announced a groundbreaking Lyme test. A pack of GMU scientists recently has completed the largest study of its kind, looking at early-stage indicators for Lyme disease. Many people worry about being bitten by a tick, meaning they could potentially have Lyme disease. Well, now Mason researchers can find the answer well before the victim begins to show symptoms. Alexandra Lucchini and other Mason researchers are evaluating a test that pinpoints tiny signs of the bacteria that leads to Lyme disease. The test soon could be available commercially through a privately funded Serious Neuroscience Incorporated production.
Wow, well, congratulations to those Mason researchers. We are all very proud of your accomplishments. Stay tuned because we will be coming back with you to give some exclusive news on Homecoming 2016.
Welcome to a special edition of the First Pick. You will read. Jonah, it was a pleasure having you on the show today. Appreciate it. I'm Ben Simpson on the phone today. We have Drew. How are you doing today, Drew? I mean, your baseball. Kind of what made you decide to write a book about them?
You know, it wasn't my idea.
You're out in Maryland, right?
I am. I used to work with George Mason people that way.
Promote the book as much as possible here around campus.
Thanks, dude.
All right, have a great one. You will read. Jonah, it was a pleasure having you on the show today. Appreciate it. You're listening.
Hello, George Mason Patriots. This is Gina Jerome. I may not be on the couch, but I am in Dewberry Hall for Homecoming Hustle, which is our first event, which is kicking off Homecoming Week, Monday, February 8th. I am here with our George Mason Patriot, and we are very excited for Homecoming this week. Are you excited for Homecoming?
I'm always excited for Homecoming, you know. I'm ready. How are you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like it's a new day.
I'm feeling ecstatic.
It's a new day.
A new time.
All right. So, Lauren, what did you think of Homecoming Hustle that we just had?
That was really fun. The Green Machine always kills it, so it's always nice to hear them play.
So what are you most excited about for Homecoming Week?
I am so excited for lip sync. Kaio has a lot of fun routines prepared, and I really like dancing, so having an opportunity to dance is really nice.
So is this your first homecoming, last homecoming? Give me a little bit.
I'm only a freshman, so this is my first homecoming, but I'm hoping to start off strong. But yeah, I'm really excited. Everything seems to be really well planned, so it should be a fun week.
I see that you put a lot of effort into our Homecoming Hustle that we just had. Can you tell me a little bit more about the planning process?
So basically, this year we collaborated with Student Government and the Patriot Activities Council. We knew we wanted to get rid of all the homecoming t-shirts, and the kickoff event of the year was the best way to do that. We had the homecoming shirts and we just added a ton of different type of things to it. The Green Machine, drum line, nachos and cheese, a huge candy bar, and some cheese fries. Doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. I love some nachos, I love some candy. So tell me a little bit about the tailgate. What are you guys going to be doing? Are you doing anything a little different this year? Are there new preparations in place? Anything else?
So we have the alumni tent. You guys, if you're alumni, that's great. If you're not, you're probably a student. So that for the students, we have all the giveaways you can think of. We have scarves, we have gloves, we have lip balm that say Patriot Activities Council on it. And we also do have more homecoming t-shirts. So there's a spirit tent, and then there's also tailgating going around for organizations that registered for it.
Well, thank you very much, Lauren. I'm definitely excited for the homecoming tailgate, and I had a great time at the Hustle. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
To vote for your Mason Majesty 2016 by Friday, February 12th at 5 p.m. at getconnected.gmu.edu. The candidates are Kristen Toller, Amanda Paterino, Joshua Whitehead, Carolyn Weintroth, Aaron Mensa, Nicolette DaVincio, and Kelly Haleth.
The homecoming festivities continue tomorrow as well with Kathy Gerson at Eagle Bank Arena from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Tickets are still available at the Office of Student Involvement in the Hub for $25 with a valid student ID. Here is Gina Jerome with On the Couch.
An adventure show comes to the Walter E. Washington Convention Center in D.C. Doors open on Saturday, February 20th at 10 a.m. and until 5 p.m. and on Sunday, February 21st from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Come and get expert advice for your next big trip and tips about new destinations at the annual event that's enjoyable for lovers of travel. There will be information seminars from international experts like Peter Greenberg and Phil Keoghan, the host of The Amazing Race. So bring the entire family because you can win exclusive prizes, and children 16 and younger are free. Darn it, just missed it. Celebrate Valentine's Day with your significant other by watching the Virginia Opera's performance of Romeo and Juliet at the Center for the Arts Concert Hall on Saturday, February 13th and Sunday, February 14th, aka Valentine's Day. Remember to arrive early to take a photo with the special one that you are with in our photo booth, and you will get 2 glasses of champagne and chocolate before and during the show. Tickets are $98, $80, $48, and like I always say, one free student ticket is available with a valid Mason ID. Last, but definitely not least, there is one thing that people cannot stop talking about, and that is the 50th anniversary of the Super Bowl. Congratulations, Broncos. Well, Coldplay headlined the Pepsi Super Bowl 50 halftime show on Sunday, February 7th in San Francisco, bringing out some of their biggest hits while performing on a stage with the amazing Bruno Mars and the one and only Beyonce, aka Queen Bee. Here are some thoughts on Sunday night's Super Bowl halftime show from some of our fellow George Mason Patriots.
I really enjoyed the halftime show, mostly because Beyonce made an appearance, and I feel like anytime Beyonce blesses us with her presence, I think that it's something that we should all, take advantage of.
Bruno Mars, I found out he's a lot shorter than he appears in pictures and stuff. And Beyonce is very talented, and more than just singing, dancing.
Well, this has been a great week full of infotainment, Mason Nation, but make sure to watch me next week right here on the couch. Have a safe weekend, happy homecoming, and you better start studying for those finals. Bye!
Mason Nation, welcome back to Fairfax. Here's your first sports report of the spring semester. This is one of the most exciting weeks that Mason experiences all year. It's homecoming week. So this Saturday, put on your green and gold and come out to the Mason tailgate before you head on to the Eagle Bank Arena to watch our Patriots take on Davidson. Tip-off will be at 4 p.m. Before the game, there will be tailgates in Lot K. We hope to see you there. Tonight, the women's basketball team is in Dayton, Ohio, as they will take on the University of Dayton. Dayton has won their past 4 games this season. The team has had a good week as they defeated St. Joseph's on Sunday with a 55-41 victory. We will have the results from the game in next week's broadcast, or for Sooner News, visit gomason.com. The men's track team have moved up to the number 14th spot in the Southeast region after they earned their 2nd straight team title. This weekend, both the men and women's track teams have a break before they head to Rhode Island for the Atlantic 10 Championship on February 20th through February 21st. Well, baseball season is right around the corner. The Patriots will have a busy beginning of the season as they have 4 away games back-to-back in the span of 6 days from February 19th through February 24th. The first game will be in Spartanburg, South Carolina against the University of South Carolina upstate. The Patriots will play a majority of their games here at home in the month of March. A total of 15 out of the 19 games will be here at Mason. Well, that's all I have for you this week, Mason. I hope you have a fun and safe homecoming. I'll see you next week.
Conference and Most Valuable Kids have partnered for the 3rd straight year to provide A10 Men's Basketball Championship tickets to New York City youth organizations. Now, for the first time, you can help give these children an experience of a lifetime and send them to the A10 Championship at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Simply text TICKET to 50555 to make a $10 donation to the Atlantic 10 Conference to benefit Most Valuable Kids. Your generous donation will appear on your next phone bill. That's TICKET to 50555.
WGMU Radio and WGMURadio.com. Welcome to a special edition of the First Day. Will read. Jonah, it was a pleasure having you on the show today. Appreciate it. I'm Ben Simpson. On the phone today, we have Drew. How are you doing today, Drew? I mean, your baseball. Kind of what made you decide to write a book about them?
You know, it wasn't my...
You're out in Maryland, right?
I am. I used to work with George Mason people that way.
Promote the book as much as possible. We're here around campus.
Thanks, dude.
All right, have a great one. You will read. Jonah, it was a pleasure having you on the show today. Appreciate it. You're listening to WGMU Radio on WGMURadio.com.
Mason Patriots, do not forget to attend as many homecoming events as possible. You can find the full schedule for the week at homecoming.gmu.edu. Are you out of your green and gold or just want some more apparel? Visit the George Mason Bookstore in the Johnson Center or at gmu.bncollege.com in order to satisfy your Patriot Pride needs, along with these awesome homecoming t-shirts from Student Involvement Office. Are you guys ready for the rest of homecoming week?
I'm definitely excited. You know, being a freshman, it's my first homecoming at Mason, so I'm excited to see what we have to offer.
Yeah, you'll get to experience it for the first full time.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting. Well, you know, I'm a junior, but this will be my first time, like, actually really embracing, you know, homecoming and having Mason Pride, and I'm really excited about it, you know?
It's definitely a fun week, I think, for the whole community of Mason.
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot to look forward to.
Well, speaking of community, Mason Cable Network has a contest going on titled Who Said It? So, who said it, Chelsea Handler or dictation? The first person to answer 8 quotes correctly wins a super prize. Ooh. For more information about this contest, you can go to @MasonCableNetwork.com.
Super prize. I'm pretty interested in that. Well, that's all we have for you today, but be sure to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook at Mason Cable News. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Mason Cable Network to watch the shows that we have here at the station and to catch up with previous news broadcasts. Until next time, Mason, happy homecoming.